Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kartika Berlian from class A, and now I wanna talk about AI tools in language teaching. And then the narrator is Mr. Rahmatullah. The integration of artificial intelligence or AI in English teaching has revolutionized the way language is learned and taught. With the advancement in technology, AI has become a valuable tool for educators to enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of language learning. AI can assist teachers in personalizing learning experience, analyzing student errors, and developing more effective teaching materials. All power tools such as chatbots, language learning platform, and grammar and spell checkers can provide students with interactive and engaging learning experience. These tools can help students improve their language skills, including reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Additionally, AI can help teachers identify areas where students need extra support, allowing for more targeted and effective instruction. The use of AI in English teaching has the potential to transform the way language is taught and learned. By leveraging AI-powered tools, educators can create more personalized, efficient, and effective learning experience for their students. As a result, research on AI tools in English teaching is essential to explore the potential benefits and challenges of integrating AI in language education. How Mr. Rahmatullah rebuilt students' enthusiasm for learning after more than 2 years of distance learning. Mr. Rahmatullah said, to create an interactive learning process in the classroom, teachers can incorporate various strategies that encourage students' participation and engagement. One effective way is to use group discussion and debates, where students can share their thoughts and ideas on a particular topic. This not only helps students develop their critical thinking skills, but also promotes teamwork and collaboration. Hands-on activities and experiments are also an excellent way to make learning more interactive. By allowing students to explore and discover concepts through practical experience, teachers can help them develop a deeper understanding of the subject matter. This approach can be particularly effective in subjects like science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Uh, Gamification is another strategy that can be used to make learning more engaging. By incorporating games like lemons, such as point, badge, and leaderboards, teacher can motivate students to participate and learn. This approach can be especially effective in subjects that require repetition and practice, such as mathematics and language learning. Given the rapid shift in teaching modalities, what balance should be struck between synchronous and asynchronous learning to support diverse learner needs? In Mr. Rahmatullah teaching approach, Mr. Rahmatullah utilized a combination of synchronous and asynchronous methods. Synchronous teaching involves direct interaction with students through online platforms, allowing for real-time feedback and discussion. This approach enabled Mr. Rahmatullah to engage with students immediately and address any question or corners though they may have. On the other hand, asynchronous teaching involves assignments, tasks, and material for students to complete at their own pace. This approach provides students with flexibility and autonomy, allowing them to learn at a time and place that suits them best. What are some of the key equity and accessibility challenges that have emerged in post-pandemic education? And how can educators address these issues in both policy and classroom practice? The most problematic issues Mr. Rahmatullah faced after the pandemic is that students' involvement in student is that the way that students take part in the class, for example, asking question, maybe give some arguments after depending. Mr. Rahmatullah think that all Mr. student do not release for important question to classroom or in the learning course because they always sit down to the online sitting where online sitting just accept the material after that coming and then accept the material maybe he lucky to ask the question because uh, he also use artificial intelligence. What are the biggest challenges faced by teachers in restoring students speaking confidence after online learning during the pandemic? Our speaking is the problem faced by the lecturer or the students by teacher by the teacher as a lecturer. In online sitting, we usually speak with some concept like we put some concept like what are we going to solve the student in order to able to understand the material, but in offline setting we do not see any concept. So the challenges is that we need to prepare well, we need to prepare what we are going to teach, what we are going to explain to the students. How can teachers use effective learning strategies to address students speaking difficulties after the pandemic? Mr. Rahmatullah said that after the way Mr. Rahmatullah need his students to able to speak in the classroom and usually use real technique, and technique means assertions, examples, linking, and assertion reasoning. Example assertion B, they need to know what they are going to talk. How can teachers improve the quality of post-pandemic learning by integrating technology, developing their professional skills, and implementing innovative teaching strategies? Mr. Rahmatullah said that after the pandemic, he think that all the training, all the seminar, webinar, more easy to get easy like webinar. We can apply for the training online to improve our professionals, like how to design, how to make learning application. We can learn from online. Now we can access that. Before pandemic, he think it's difficult to find that during the pandemic it changed because all the people try to design online or learning process to be online first, so now it easy for join webinar, uh, and he can ask artificial intelligence how inside the online the class to be more interactive. The last question is, what are the main challenges faced by teachers in teaching post-pandemic, and how can they overcome these challenges by utilizing online learning theories, developing relevant curricula, and enhancing their professional skills? Mr. Rahmatullah think the most difficult part is about the timing, the time because the lecturer has more schedule like beside teach in classroom. They also need to do like what we community service that also publish research. So he think all the activities need more attention. Therefore, um, he have like he do not have more time to actually improve the professionalism like with us. So the way that we conduct, the way that we professionalism the skills is by all. He joined seminar because without uh, our mean learning we can also difficult to arrange time. Difficult because imagine the like um, me teach I teach and other place, and in the same times I need to go to the society to conduct community service, and then besides he also need to develop teaching material, and he need to write his research and publish international. So they just need more time. So the way that we use a simple one, we just doing online.